Good evening. Here we are on a Tuesday, ready to talk about the Monday night battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. I also said yesterday that I'd be talking about some top performers from around the league in Week 3, but I'm going to switch that to tomorrow as there was a big chunk of players that really went off, so I want to kind of get to all of them. So anyways, let's get to the game. So are you ready to get your fix? Well, what a game we had to witness last night between the Chiefs and Ravens. This was a much anticipated matchup as Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson have been the last 2 years MVPs. In the first quarter, it seemed as if the Ravens were going to make things a little tough for the Chiefs as they marched down the field and looked pretty solid. Mark Ingram ran really tough, okay, and he drove, or on this drive, on the first drive, he drove down the field like it was nothing. He ran with a lot of adrenaline, a lot of kind of go get 'em kind of attitude. So, and things looked like they were clicking for the Ravens. However, though, in the second quarter, things were all Chiefs. Okay, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a huge piece for that Chiefs offense. As this man, he's super aggressive while running the ball, and that isn't something that you really see from a rookie. Mainly because they're still getting their feet wet and seeing what works the best for them in the NFL, as the NFL is a whole different kind of league than colleges. So it was pretty tough for the Ravens defense to bring him down, which is a big reason the Chiefs were able to score 21 points in that second quarter because Clyde was able to get a big chunks of yardage through this drive. So Patrick Mahomes, he had a beautiful throw to Tyreek Hill in the right side of the end zone where Ravens defensive back Marcus Peters couldn't have played any better defense that he did. But Mahomes was just able to place that ball perfectly in Tyreek's hands, and Tyreek had to jump and go get it right over the shoulder. But it was a good play. I'd say it was probably the best throw of the game. At half, the score was 27-10, and it looked like the Chiefs were going to just steamroll the Ravens. The Ravens didn't play the best football in the first half as they looked a little confused during points in the game. The Ravens' offensive line was really nowhere to be found as the Chiefs' defensive line was really just able to get through at a high rate throughout the entire game. So you could really tell that Lamar Jackson was really uncomfortable in the pocket, and for the most part, by the time he tried to roll outside of the pocket, the Chiefs were all over him and made him kind of second-guess every decision he made out there. So the Ravens, they tried to put together a last-second drive to at least tie the game, but fumbled, and that was pretty much the solidifier of the game. This was a big problem for the Ravens as they just put the ball on the ground way too much, and they gave the Chiefs the game pretty much. So this was a really strong outing for the Chiefs as they played the second best team in the NFL, in which some people even thought the Ravens are currently the best team in the NFL. After that loss last night, they aren't anymore. I've seen a couple rankings where they're 8th, where they're 5th, where they're 4th. They just kind of dropped a little bit. But this game was really the deciding factor of who is the best team, okay, and who is the best quarterback between Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes lit it up, okay? He was on the field, and he threw for 385 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and ran 26 yards with a touchdown. So Patrick clearly played some of his best football against one of the best teams in the NFL, while Lamar didn't really do too hot. His offensive line, like I noted earlier, really let him down, okay, and was a big factor that Lamar only had about 97 passing yards and a touchdown with 83 rushing yards. Those rushing yards mainly came from him scrambling, trying to get away from the Chiefs' defensive line because his offensive line kept letting him through. Due to the Chiefs winning this game, I really don't think I can see them losing this season at all. I don't think they're going to lose at all. They're going to go 16-0. The fact that they're able to run the ball efficiently as well as pass the ball efficiently is just too dangerous for anyone around the league, and they've proved it beating a really solid Ravens team. Ravens are really good, don't get me wrong. They're still probably the second best team in my eyes in the NFL. Seahawks are right there. Green Bay is also right there with them. I honestly think, though, like I said, the Chiefs will end up 16-0 and possibly be the first team to go 19-0, win the Super Bowl since the Miami Dolphins back in 1972. Okay, so I know it's early, but it's time to think big at this point. This Chiefs team is something to really look at, take them seriously. Don't sleep on the Chiefs because as of right now, I do not think anyone will be able to hang with them. They can pass, they can run, they can do it all. Their defense is insane right now. So just don't sleep on the Chiefs. They're a good football team. They're a very good football team. They're better than that Patriot team who lost in the Super Bowl to the Giants. I believe that was 2012 or something like that. So anyways, my top 3 performers for the Chiefs are Patrick Mahomes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Chris Jones. For the Ravens, I got Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, who, by the way, had a really solid game as a rookie, did his thing out there, and then Marlon Humphrey. He was a cornerstone in that defense and tried everything he could to keep the Chiefs from scoring, but that wasn't the case. So that's going to end our discussion today as we witnessed a battle between 2 former MVPs with the Chiefs coming out victorious. So tomorrow, we're going to be back to talk about some of the league's top performers from around the league from week 3. So thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. And you just got your fix with the Wicks.